All right, going on a bit of a camping trip this weekend, so I figured this is as good of time as any to show a tour of the Tacoma. So I got some BF Goodrich KO2s. You can see it's a sport. Don't even get me started. I know this is like a fake TRD Pro looking badge. I gotta get it taken off. Get the cap here. And I've already taken off these back stickers, but I gotta do a better job of that, obviously. So I'm gonna clean all the blankets and stuff, so I figure might as well show everyone what I got going on here. So now that all the blankets are removed, you can see pretty much the only thing remaining is the buddy heater and my jackery. And then this is like a 4-inch thick, it's like got like gel and foam or something in it, I don't know. But it like fits the back perfectly. And it's, I don't know, it's like decently comfortable, I guess. And then, yeah, I bought this cap after buying the truck, and I wanted to just make sure there's obviously a sliding window on either side, and then a window to access the cab if I needed to. And then I had the option of like carpeting the roof, which I thought, why not? Kind of like makes it a little more cozy, I suppose. Probably a little more insulated, although not very much, I suspect. And then just up top is a light that they wired in. This was also optional. Kind of nice when I'm going into bed, I guess. But otherwise wasn't like super important, I guess you could say. And then, yeah, just underneath, I built this kind of, it's like a platform, I guess you could say, with some plywood, and then I wrapped it in carpet and just kind of stapled the carpet together kind of throughout. And then underneath this are some boards, which you can see. There's like, Tacomas have like these slots that fit like a 2x6. I think it's a 2x6. Yeah, fit by a 2x6 the front and back of the truck bed. So I just kind of like carved them out a little bit so that they'd fit better, and chucked this platform I made on top of it. And then on top of the platform, obviously the mattress, which I leave this stuff in here all the time, just so that, you know, when I'm ready to go somewhere, it's kind of already here. Plus, I mean, I have a utility trailer, so it's not super important that I have this super accessible, I guess you could say. One thing that I would have liked probably in hindsight is it would have been nice to have like the windows that sort of like flip up like that. That was an option, but I don't know, I was being cheap at the time and I didn't get it. So in hindsight, it would have been nice to have one that flips up all the way. It's just kind of like easier to access stuff from the side. Also, I think it's a Lear cap. Yeah, I don't know. It's a Lear cap anyway. It's from Capit, so. So I took out some of the stuff that was kind of just sitting under here, and I'll run through it really quick. This is the toilet that I use, and I have a review of it in another video, which I'll link below. It's pretty good. It's very simple, granted. Got this axe, which in hindsight would have been nicer to have a splitting axe, but I don't know. At the time I thought it looked cool because I had the hook on the end and stuff, but yeah, it's all right. And then I got, this is kind of like a picnic set, which sometimes comes in handy. I don't know, I got for free at some point, so I just kind of keep it with me. Just got like an extra little jacket there. And then I got my jackery solar panels that hook up to the jackery, obviously. And I have this hammock from Nike that you might have seen in other videos. It's made from bottles, I guess, but my wife bought me the hammock, and then she also bought me this like puff blanket, which I like just keeping it in here. Sometimes it's a little cold at night and it's nice to have an extra blanket with me. So otherwise, I'm gonna see if I can pull this out with one hand. It's pretty heavy. Nope, can't, so I'm gonna pull it out. So underneath I have this slide out kind of storage unit sort of deal. It's not on like tracks or anything, and honestly, in hindsight, it would have been kind of nice having it in half, so that I can maybe slide out one drawer at a time, or at least like integrate some more functionality. But I have kind of a couple reasons for that. The first main reason was I was lazy to figure it out, so I didn't really feel like doing it. And my follow-up reason is it's kind of nice having this like pull-out table that I can kind of do some cooking and stuff on. And then I like slapping all my stickers that I get over time on this. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I'll show you what's kind of going on in here. and just pulled it out a little bit more. So nothing too crazy. Got my Coleman stove, gotta have that. I got this pan. I originally had this like set, which you can see right here, but the pans were kind of shit, so I didn't bother with it. This is just a bunch of like cooking utensils kind of thing, so like knives and things like that. And then underneath is just like a folding table. Gotta keep some TP on deck. Paper towel, some disposable paper plates and stuff in the event I don't really feel like cleaning stuff. I keep a ton of friggin' propane here just because I use the buddy heater sometimes, and then also for the Coleman stove. And then on the other end here, we got, these are like poles, I guess, for tarps and stuff like that, like extendable poles. In here I have I think that's where my tarp is actually. My tarp's in here. It's just a little green tarp, it's nothing crazy. I'll probably have it out this weekend, which you'll see in the next video. Again, utensils. This is like pegs. Some pretty good pegs and stuff in here. They got like little glow-in-the-dark rings, which is kind of nice, so at night you're not like tripping over them and stuff. And whatever, everything else that came with some cordage and stuff, they just come in handy anyhow. They're kind of better than like the standard pegs you would get with stuff. Got this little pillow. I thought I would need this more, but I don't really use it that much, honestly. It's just kind of like a small packing pillow. I have my own 2 pillows that I bring with me all the time. Pot always comes in handy, obviously. Fan, it's nice. It's got like a little hook, so I can like hang it inside. I always cook my coffee with one of these percolator guys because it's always nice and strong. It's sort of easy to bring around. And probably gotta replace this coffee, honestly. It's probably from like last year. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of it for what's sitting in here. So yeah, I always just kind of store some crap on top of this, the table portion of this, I suppose. So it's kind of nice. I don't know, I like it, works. Although it would be nicer to have a little more headspace in here. It's not that bad. Like it's doable, and there's plenty of room for 2 people, but I don't know, it gets a little cozy, I guess, but 1 person, this is more than enough room, honestly, and it's super cozy, and it's nice to just pull up and you're like ready to go. Alright, so in here, got spare gas can, got this frickin' 20-liter green military looking ass water container, which I way overpaid for. I think I paid like 115 bucks for this, but I thought it was cool and I just like had to have it, so ended up getting that. Got my dog cover here, and I don't know, just a few things sitting in the pouch there. Got my hiking boots, and I got some like emergency repair kit, or emergency kit and stuff on the other side there, in addition to a couple small chairs. Yeah, what else we got? So it's kind of nice behind the chairs. Tacoma's got all this storage and stuff, so I got some freaking, what are they called? Ratchet straps. I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, like a little pump or something. Yeah, or no, this is booster. It's like to boost the truck in case it's dead. I think this is my, no, this actually might be the booster. I don't know, one of these is a booster, and the other one is for pumping up my tires in case they're like low for some reason. So it's like a pump. And then I have just like a utility kind of tools chest there kind of thing. So I'll go to the other side now. Actually, before going to the other side, so I bought this originally before my Jackery, but I realized it wasn't compatible with the solar panels. So it's just kind of like an additional battery storage device, I guess, that I keep on deck. I don't necessarily need it, but it's nice to have a little backup, I suppose. And then here, got my hatchet, which is, I don't know, it's just nice to have. It's got like a built-in saw and stuff, and then got this cool buck knife that my wife got me for Christmas, and it's like homemade and everything. It's pretty cool. It's got like a wolf on the shaft, but I'm not gonna bother pulling it out right now. Oh, and of course, my ass cushion and my back support. And I got some binoculars and another charging device, and then this is where I put my phone for maps and also to record stuff while I'm cruising around. All right, let's see. Other side. This is kind of like the toy side of things, honestly. This is like a slingshot sitting, well, okay, sorry. This is the slingshot. This is like the gear for the slingshot. I got some throwing knives in here. Got my carving tools. Got this like fold-up shovel spade kind of thing. And then this is just a BB gun, it's nothing crazy. And got some BBs and stuff down there. And then this is my Nike hammock that I was talking about that my wife got me the other year. So, and those are the 2 chairs that I was talking about too. This is like a, I don't know, like a portable lantern or whatever. I probably gotta charge that for the weekend actually, and then I always gotta keep some oil on hand just in case I'm running low. So yeah. These seats pull up too, and there's some things under there, but it's nothing crazy. It's like, I think there's like I have like a freaking spare hat, some spare gloves and stuff, and maybe like a spare, what do they call it? Umbrella. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, I'm gonna chuck this stuff back in and wash all the sheets that I took out so that I can put some new ones in, or clean ones I should say. That way I'm not smelling the stank all freaking weekend. So, well, this guy going, I think that's electric. Let's do another loop around before I go inside and deal with some things. So those are the tires, pretty good. I gotta get some new freaking tires though, because they're kind of, I don't know, they're wearing away. I also need new rims. I don't really like these rims. They came with the truck anyhow, so. Got that TRD Pro grill. I think it looks way cooler with that grill, to be honest, so that was a must, I feel. I also have like a two inch lift on it. I don't know. It's kind of like, you kind of need that if you're going out of town, I think. Can't forget this. It's always super helpful having a battery-powered chainsaw while you're out of town. Just in case you gotta hack up some deadfall or something. Obviously not cutting down real trees, but... So I'm gonna bring this in, get this guy charging. No shortage of blankets. I think there's like 4 blankets here. Lenny's digging it. Got a couple pillows here too, gotta wash those. We got Millie inside, wants to know what's going on. Yeah, there's a couple other things. I got obviously a charger in here for my phone. And then this is like one of those things that you use to air down your tires appropriately so you can see the gauge. That said, don't use it too much. I'm not doing anything too crazy. So, gonna get my chargers for everything. Keep them all in this bag. All right, like I was saying, I got a few things I gotta charge. So, I got the lantern, which, I mean, I think it's actually charged. But just to be safe, I am going to let it go for a little bit. So I'm gonna plug in the Jackery. I just gotta find the right plug-in for it. And then this is the cooler I bring with me and attach to the Jackery, which attaches to the solar panels. The solar panels charge it way faster than the power that this draws, which is sweet. So it's called Bouge RV. Bouge, sorry, I thought it was Rouge this entire time. Bouge RV. And I don't know, like it's pretty big. It's kind of nice. There's like 2 sections. Not that it really makes a difference, honestly. There's not 2 zones in here. Got a little information about what temp everything should be at. So what I do is, I'm not charging this for the record. I like to plug it in like a day or 2 in advance so that it starts to kind of cool off in advance. And then that way when I leave and plug it into the Jackery in what might be a warm truck, it keeps everything cool still. One issue I have is temperature regulation, I guess. I find like if I turn down the temperature, it kind of does a little overkill, and then I find myself with frozen food, so I usually keep it a little bit lower and I monitor it from time to time, depending on how hot it is out, I guess you could say. So there's a little display and stuff, which I might show later when I find the plug-in. And then you can see it plugs into the side here. And it's got some vents. So when I have it in the truck, I make sure that the vents are always free of anything blocking them, I guess you could say. So this is kind of cool. I don't know, there's some like features and stuff like eco mode and whatnot. I don't really use any of that, I guess. I think the eco mode actually like turns on by itself while I'm using it. Like it just like knows when to turn it on. I'm not totally sure, but I just turn it to whatever temp I want it at, and then it just keeps it there. So it's pretty decent. I don't know. I feel like everyone's constantly complaining about something when it comes to these electric coolers, I guess. And then everyone ends up getting these like Dometic, I don't know how it's pronounced, but they're like with like multiple spaces where you can have like a freezer and a fridge portion, but those are like thousands of dollars. So this I think was like a couple $100 if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, it does a trick. So this is like the 3rd year maybe that I've had it, and I don't really have any issues with it, honestly. So it's been pretty good. Another nice thing I should say while I'm driving, obviously I plug the fridge into the truck, not the Jackery, so as to not waste the power. So, but yeah, Just got them over here charging up. All right, found the charger, or not the charger. Jeez, man, I keep calling it the charger. Found the plug-in. So now we need to just set it to whatever temp we need, because obviously we don't want it 21. Oh, just heard it turn on. All right, so I don't know. I guess we can set it for 3 degrees Celsius. I think that's vegetables and meat. Yeah. No, that should be good for what we need. So I got it set to 3 degrees Celsius. It's gonna cool down to that. Looks like it's on eco mode. I don't really see why you wouldn't have it on eco mode, but I also didn't read the instructions, so it'll cool down over time. Probably take a few hours or something. I don't know. I'll check it later. So before the end of the season, I did some kind of like, I don't know, we can call it cooler camping, where it got down to like 0, maybe -10. So I like to have this base, which goes on top of the mattress, just like a little fuzzy base. And then I like to have just another blanket, honestly. These two are like identical blankets. Don't need to bring both of them with me this time around. And then I like to, I like this guy. I bought this online. I don't know, like the year I got my truck. I just thought it was a cool pattern and stuff. It's like different on both sides. So that goes on top just because it looks nice. I'll probably catch a video of that later. And, you know, a couple pillows. I had one for a while, and honestly, needed to have 2. It's kind of nice having 2 pillows in there. What are you doing, eh? You little boy? You can't come camping. You're missing a leg, dude. You get eaten. You going in? Or is it too stinky for you? It's probably too stinky. Probably too much crap in here, but I don't really feel like doing multiple loads, so. There's obviously a few other things like bear spray and whatnot that I bring in my backpack, among other items such as chargers and lighters and just kind of random smaller things that I need to bring with me that don't always stay in the truck, so. It's only been like an hour and it's already at 3 degrees. Not even, actually. It's been like 25 minutes. Okay, things are done in the wash. And we got the base on here now, so I'm gonna throw the pillows and the blankets in now. Alright. And just like that, we're all set. Got the blanket on, the pillows, extra blanket, heater, etc. Then I'll pack this full of stuff when I'm leaving. Guess gotta get some footage of actually being in here. Alright. So, it's pretty comfortable, I would say. I don't know, it beats being in a tent, in my opinion. And, yeah, you know, toss the windows open because it's gonna be hot as hell this weekend. And overall, I ain't complaining. This box is a little over 6 feet, so there's no shortage of leg room, I guess. I'm 5'9", so kind of perfect for me. But yeah, should be a good weekend. One last thing, got these cool lights installed. They're in the back, but you can't see them really. Worth it. They're like 20 bucks.